Hey, what's up, YouTube? Alright, my name is Henry Vernon. I put it out on a couple of my videos where I'm asking viewers and subscribers to give me ideas for videos, you know? Because I make videos to teach people how to drive, obviously. I don't do a lot of driving lesson videos because in the past I've noticed that people are primarily interested in what is on the driving test, how to pass the driving test. Everything, you know, driving test is what they gravitate to. So I tend to make more of that content, right? Now, someone suggested to me that I should tell people about myself, about me, Henry Vernon, the instructor, the owner of ACC Driving School, you know. So I'm going to take a stab at it, right? I'm gonna call this little series, you know, a day in the life of Henry Vernon. I'm gonna do some story times and whatnot. So I'll start with saying my name is Henry Vernon, as I said before. I am actually from Jamaica. I came here from Jamaica when I was like 13 years old. I initially came to Florida. I spent like a month in Florida, and then I moved to Chicago to live with my dad. Me and my older brother. There's 5 siblings altogether. My mom came here earlier with the 3 girls, and then me and my brother came later. A year later, actually. So we stayed here for like a month or 2, I don't remember. So I've been here. I came here as a kid. I went to Chicago for 2 years. I went to a school named Proviso East in Chicago. When I lived in Chicago, I lived in a little suburb called Maywood. I have heard lately that Maywood is not nearly as nice as it was when I was a kid. But neither is anywhere in Chicago as far as I'm concerned. But that said, I came back to Florida like 2 years later because I just could not take the cold. Coming from Jamaica, you know, Jamaica is warm. It's like Florida. Matter of fact, it doesn't even get as cold as Florida gets during the winter time. So coming here from Jamaica and then going to Chicago was complete torture. It was like madness. So we came back to Florida, went to Boyd Anderson High School. When I left Boyd Anderson High School, I went to Atlantic for architecture. Okay, so I did architecture, finished architecture, started to work as an apprentice architect at a company in Deerfield called Browning's Architecture. After about 6 months of working at Browning's Architecture, I realized that I was not made for a 9-to-5. I was having a very hard time, you know, taking orders and being restricted to, you know, the 9-to-5 and having a boss that is not really that understanding. And, you know, even if you're running late for work and you call to tell them you're running late because of traffic, you know, the attitude was just not, you know, I'm not made like that. I literally have to be my own boss. So after about 6 months of trying the 9-to-5 thing, I decided no, that was not for me, and I started ACC Driving School. I'll go into details about how I started the school and why on another video, but yeah, that's kind of how I got into the ACC Driving School thing. And I've been doing it. I've been doing it now for about 35 years straight. And I started a YouTube channel maybe about 5 years ago. So that is ACC Driving School. This is Henry Vernon and ACC Driving School. And I've been teaching. I've been, you know, I've grown into it, let's say. You know, I've grown into it to the point where teaching is second nature to me now. It's like walking. You don't think about it, you just kind of do it, right? So apparently I'm having a really good effect on people because all of my people are passing their driving tests, and you know, people are watching the videos and are really giving me positive feedback. So I'm gonna go on this little journey of telling people who I am, what I'm about, and see how much they like it. Alright? Chime in, let me know. Tell me if you're interested in knowing me, Henry Vernon, the person, because I was under the impression that people really only cared about the videos that help them to pass the driving test. But if you are as interested as the person that suggested it, chime in, let me know. Let me know if it's something I need to be doing or not. If you're not interested in knowing who I am, then you could just say, no, I don't care about who you are, bro. And, you know, I'll probably still do it anyway, but at least I'll know that not everyone is on board. You feel me? Anyway, I'm going to be doing, you know, the ride along. I'm going to drive around. I'm going to be doing videos showing when I get up in the mornings and I get dressed and I'll show small clips of me going to different students and picking up different students, and I'll probably show 5-10 minutes of each student during the day, just so you get an idea of what my day looks like, because I am all over Broward County. Sometimes I go into Boca Raton. I even go into North Miami. I don't go too far down into Miami, but I do go into like Miami Gardens and Adventura and whatever. So I'll show, you know, the day. It's very hectic, because I usually have between 5 and 7 students in a day. And, you know, I pick up students in Broward County. Say I'll pick up one in Miramar, and then the next one is literally all the way up in, say, Coconut Creek. So you're driving across the county. I spend the day running from one student to the next. And, you know, it's a very long day. I usually leave home. At the very least, I'll pick up my first students at 8 a.m. And I'll pick up the last ones at 6 p.m. On a day like today, I left home at 5:30 because I picked up my first student at 6 a.m. to go and practice his driving test. So some days I'm leaving home at 6. Some days I pick up my first students at 8. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. Again, tell me if you're interested in my day, like what I do all day long. You know, when I stop for lunch, what I eat for lunch, things like that. Alright? Anyway, thanks for watching. This is just the introduction to my story time, day in the life of Henry Vernon, ACC Driving School. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the following episodes. Bye.